What's happening, YouTube, man? It's Jaytizal. Y'all know I ain't been back on here for real since the Thunder won a championship, you know what I mean? But I just want to tap in with y'all and give y'all some updates. I'm live from the whip right now. I was like, man, you know what? While I'm out and about, let me go ahead and drop a video for my peoples on YouTube. So I'm going to give y'all a couple pointers. This video ain't going to be too long. But for all of y'all who don't got like no legit spots to go get no trade lines, I'm not even charging y'all for trade lines no more. I'm gonna just give you the spot. They official. They not nobody on Telegram. They not gonna run off with your money. They not hacking into people's accounts and adding people unbeknownst to the card holder. They are legit people. They got consent from these card holders to add you as an authorized user. They've been using the same card holders for years. Multiple cards that they got the same address, because a lot of these card holders got multiple cards. So if you want to have like 4 or 5 trade lines with just one address, then this is the place to go to. It's mjtradelines.com. MJ like Michael Jordan, tradelines.com. Tap in with my people over there. They official. I've been rocking with them for years. Like, they official. Now, you're not gonna get no super cheap prices from them, because real trade lines, authentic trade lines, are not cheap, but they are the cheapest ones out of the trade line vendors who don't do shiesty business. So if that makes sense to y'all, that's what they doing over there. They official. Y'all know I ain't gonna ever send y'all nowhere that ain't official. These are people I use personally for myself, for my family, and people that I know. So I'm telling y'all, MJ Trade Lines is official. You still gonna kind of get the same prices you was getting when you was getting them from me anyway. So you ain't gonna be like going crazy on spending. It's like some of them gonna be even cheaper. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was getting paid for my services. You feel me? But mjtradelines.com, they gonna send you an email, and then they gonna have a vendor list. They gonna tell you which ones you can't use for the CP. Blase, blase, blase. Most of the time, it's the ones with Amex, but it'll tell you which ones you can and can't use, you know what I'm saying? But Amex is the main one. But anyways, the data points done changed, y'all, since we last chopped it up. It's a lot different now. They used to want you to use 30% of your card. Now they want you to use 5 to 7% of utilization. You know what I'm saying? So every $1,000, they want you to use anywhere from $50 to $75 per $1,000 whenever your cycle date comes for them to report it. A lot of people be letting their card report high balances. Don't do that. Don't let your card report high balances when you got the card. Let your card report low balances. Keep the balances low. Keep everything. You can keep it how you want to, but whenever it's time for them to report it, 2 days before your statement date, before your closing date, make sure you pay the balances back down. You know what I'm saying? To 5 to 7%. It just look better. That's the new data points, y'all. Also, you used to be able to just use one trade line that was like 2 years or better. Now they want you to have 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean? 10 years really is like golden. 10 years plus. My people at MJ Trade Lines, you can get trade lines that's 20 years old, 30 years old, whatever is available. It don't matter if you are like 30, 40, whatever. It could be open the day you was born. They know that it's an authorized user, and you know, it just help with your age history too. Because if you got a 30K authorized user and a $2,000 authorized user, your average age time is gonna be anywhere between that 2 years and 30. So it'll be like 10 to 12 years on your credit report. You know what I'm saying? But if you got 2 or 3 30-year authorized users, your average age would be 30 years. But the new data points is saying that a $50,000 6-month-old trade line will be outperformed by a $2,000 10-year-old trade line. So the older the better. The more you got that's old, I don't care if it was $1 on the payment history. It's consistent payments. If you got 30 years or 10 years of consistent payments, You got 120 months to 360 months of consistent payments. That outdo 6 months of payments any day. So I'm just telling y'all, that's what the new data points is. Also, go get you a credit union. Grab you a credit union. Start using that for all your daily deposits. So like, say you got a Chime, or you got like a go-to bank, or any one of these internet banks, or Cash App, anything that you constantly going to Walgreens or Dollar Tree or anywhere to put your money on. Do the same thing with a credit union. You'll be surprised how much money you be running throughout the month. Put that in your credit union, all the inflow, outflow in your credit union, so you can build a relationship with them. Because when you build a relationship with the credit union, they gonna be the ones to give you money. They don't care if you got a 500, 600 credit score, as long as you do right by them. So 2 to 3 months down the line, really 1 to 2 months down the line, they gonna fuck with you. But the longer you been with them, the better. So you can go through them and say, hey, I want to get an auto loan. I want to get a line of credit. I want to get a credit card. If you do all of that within 30 days, they're gonna use that one credit pool to make a decision for all 3 things that you apply for. Also, try to find you a credit union. They got high yield savings accounts. A high yield savings account is something that's gonna really benefit you down the line, because you putting your money in the bank, but you get more back in interest the longer you leave it in there. Also, you want to try to find you a credit union that's gonna give you a CD. Some of them got like short-term CDs for like 6 months. You want one for like a year, 2 years, whatever. But find you a bank and deal with that one bank, particularly or preferably a credit union. It don't gotta be Navy, it don't gotta be DCU, it don't gotta be the ones everybody on YouTube is talking about. As long as it's in the category of a credit union, that's it. I promise you, it don't matter. It's only so many credit unions before they all start doing the same stuff. Find you a credit union. As long as it's a credit union, you good. They all got the same bylaws. They just got different names. They was orchestrated in different parts of the United States, and they got different chairmen and different managers. But they all got the same type of bylaws. They all community-based banks. So go get you a credit union, put your money in there, open up you a savings account, start putting money in your credit union, building up the trust with the credit union. If you dropping checks in your account, make sure they valid checks and they gonna clear. All of that just kind of like take all the red flags off of your account when you're a new member, because they got so much stuff that they give people. A lot of people take advantage of it. They don't really know who to trust. So the longer you there with them, the better off it's gonna be for you. And I know a lot of y'all be getting CPs, and some of y'all just like wasn't really like educated on credit, so you kind of messed your credit up on accident, and I get that. But you got some people who get CPs and they just go crazy. Like, they just use it as a hustle. Like, they just want to come up, burn it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about tomorrow. They just want it right now. But for all my people who waking up and you kind of done with the immature way of living, like how I was and how a lot of us was, just doing sporadic shit, just doing shit for the moment, just having shit just to have it, didn't care when you lost it. If you pass that stage, this video really is talking to you. Well, this part of the video moving forward is really talking to you. All you got to do is just build that trust with that credit union. Get you a valid, trustworthy trade line vendor, like MJ Trade Lines. Go get your trade lines from them, and don't fuck this shit up, y'all. Because once you get your foot through that door with the credit union, then you can go to the other banks. But the credit union is really your entry level to go get you your to go get you your lines of credit, your credit cards, your auto loan, your home loan. Man, they'll give you a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 check after you show them that you ain't gonna burn the account, you're not gonna burn off with the money. Man, they'll give you what you want, because they want the interest, they want the business. They in the business to do business with people that's gonna pay them back when they lend them these lines of credit and credit cards and auto loans. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you look like a person who gonna pay them back, they gonna give you whatever. That's just how it works. If they be like, okay, you look like a candidate who gonna give me my paper back. Like, yeah, what do you, oh, you want this? Oh, sure, I'll give it to you. You know, we're going to work out a loan. You're going to pay me back over 5 years. That's what they do. You know, if they got 10, 20,000 people that's paying them back over 5 years, and it's guaranteed that they getting their money back, they know they going to be in business for the next 5 years for sure, because they got these many people on the hook and they going to profit this much money based off this type of interest. That's just how it works. So don't ever think that the business of credit and all of that shit is over with just because a lot of these people not getting approved no more. They just don't qualify. I'm telling you where to go to qualify, how to qualify, who to go get your trade lines from. And after you get your lines of credit, your credit cards and all of that type of stuff, make sure you don't abuse it. Use it right. You know what I'm saying? Then 2-3 months after that, you can go through another credit union. But what I would do is when I open up the first one, I'll go open up another one. While I'm working on this one, building this one up, I'm going to go to another one and be working with that one too. So when my first one give me a line of credit, the money I'm getting from this one, I'm going to be using it for my other one too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing deposits, making deposits, taking money out, putting money in. Might go grab me a little secure credit card from them for like $500 or $1,000 just to show them I'm invested in building my credit. And then I'm going to go get an unsecured line from them, an unsecured credit card from them. I'm not going to burn it. I'm not going to blow it up. I'm going to just think for the future. Okay, now we taking steps. The first step is to get approved. Once you get approved, now you got to manage it right. Make sure you managing it right. Don't go too crazy. Have some discipline. Every millionaire I know, they got discipline. Everybody is saying, oh, you just go grab this and you, man, fuck it. You could just go get another one. By the time you try to go get another one, the data point's gonna be changed again. Now you back at square one. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to keep starting over. That's really the definition of insanity, is to keep doing the same thing, expecting a different outcome. I was in an insane state of mind for a long period of time. I kept doing the same shit and kept getting the same results. So that's when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it this way. You know what I'm saying? And when I tried it this way, I started getting way different, better results. I started having different friends. I started thinking differently. I started being around different people. Like, you would just get out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all that's been following my journey, y'all see the topics, the way that I talk, the stuff I talk about, it be a lot different than what it was when I first started. So I'm just trying to put y'all up on game, because then nobody put me up on game. So it's a lot of y'all that really look up to me. It's a lot of y'all that know what I say be official. And if it take me to give you some game to help you change the way you think so you don't got to go down them same roads, then that's just what it is. It's going to take me to do it, and I'm proud to do it. I'm proud to say, you know what? I led my people to do something right after they got on their feet. Now you ain't looking back, because them $1,000 limits going to turn to $20,000. 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, unlimited. All you got to do is just do it right. I promise you. After you get your little entry level through the credit unions, ain't nothing stopping you. Nothing stopping you. So remember, don't use more than 30%. The new data points is different now. They want you to use $50 to $75 per $1,000 you got on your card. That's just what they saying now. You know what I'm saying? Also, after you get your trade lines and you got them posted, you don't need them no more. A lot of people, oh, the lines came off after a month. Oh, well, you already got your stuff. Because when an underwriter looking at your credit and they see that you got all these authorized users, they like, damn, you relying on somebody else's credit. So don't even worry about that. Once they take you off to open up a slot for other people that's paying them so they can get established and go open up their own accounts, and then now they on their own, that's all it takes. So once them lines come off after a month or two, you good. But the main thing is to make sure you prepare for when they post. Go get all your stuff done within a week after they post. Just go get it done. Don't just be logging in saying, look at my score, y'all. Look. Nah. That you get your stuff on there and you go handle business. That's what you paid for. Don't sit around and procrastinate. You gonna go get your apartment. You gonna go get your lines of credit. You gonna go get your bank accounts. You gonna start, being on your own. Now you don't need to piggyback off nobody. In a year from then, you gonna be able to be the person people piggybacking off of. That's the goals. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this video is about, y'all. The new data points, the new way to work your CP, and where to go get you some fire trade lines from. I hope this video can help as many people who watching this. I hope y'all stay long enough. I try not to make it too long, but y'all know how I am when I get in my zone. People over here looking at me like, why this nigga talking to himself in the motherfucking parking lot? Because I can. I'm Jaytizal. Hey, man, It was good to tap back in with y'all. Y'all see I chopped the dreads off, you know what I mean? Chopped them all the way off, baby. They got tired of that shit, man. Everybody want dreads now. And I ain't trying to be like them niggas, man. All type of lame niggas got dreads now. I don't want that shit, man. We rocking the curls for the girls and the waves for the babes. You feel me? Hey, man. I'll see y'all next time, man. Jaytizal.